Ladies and gentlemen, and all non-binary people, this is your host, George Clanton, and welcome to the 5-year anniversary celebration of the album, and therefore the label, 100% Electronica. Welcome, everybody. Don't have a cheer button. Woo! Let's get cheers in the chat. You've been listening to the bonus tracks from 100% Electronica. That was Persuasion. We've got more. I've got some things to share with you today. I've got some surprises. I have special phone. Hello. Yes, this is George Clanton. We're doing the 5-year anniversary special right now. Please call back later. I may or may not have this phone in an hour, so call back sooner than later. We've got a few surprises. I'm glad that you're here. I want to share some surprises with you. How do we begin? Oh my God. Hi, Hoy Timmy Boy. It says, Bill Clanton, we mashed heads in Desert Days last year. I bet it was something like this. I remember doing stuff like that back when I wasn't afraid of dying from being near somebody that I've never met before. Check. Maybe I need to turn the music down instead of turning the mic up. That might be it. I wonder if that's any better. Here I am, I'm wearing the new Royal Blue 100% Electronica oversized t-shirt. Made in America, made in LA. It's good to see Rail in the chat. It's good to see all of you. See a lot of people from the fan club in the chat. We have some special exclusives for you today. And let's see, what do we want to do? We're going to be celebrating the release of the album, and with a very special, I'm trying to think about how to, because the website's down right now, and we want to turn it on at the perfect time. Yeah, Pudina is fucked. Yeah, I would love to give you some fun facts on the album. In fact, I might be taking calls later. I probably won't be. What I will be doing Anyway, this is the real Laserdisc and Chill. I wonder if the title of the live stream is wrong. What's the title of the live stream, everybody? 5-year anniversary special on that one. Let's see. 5-year anniversary special on this one, too. Cool. And let's see, what am I going to do first? There's so many different directions that I could take this. Well, I am going to be we're going to play back voicemails. So if you have a question in regards to 100% Electronica, the album, and George Clanton lore and George Clanton history. I'm going to play the recording of your voice back on the stream and answer your question. I'm also going to be answering, well, it's a loud song, we'll turn down a little bit. I'm going to be answering questions in the chat. I'm going to be, for those of you who are not in the George Clanton fan club or relatively new members who haven't explored content from the previous years, Flick, Sil, you can text all you want, but that's the same as using the chat room. I'd like to get some audio recordings of questions just to, brighten things up around here a little bit. I'll be answering text questions through the chat. But yeah, I won't be answering text questions through the phone number. I'm only going to be playing back those things. And for those of you who are new to the fan club or aren't a member of the fan club, we're going to be watching for the first time exclusive performance of me at the Gorilla vs. Bear showcase, where immediately following the release of 100% Electronica, thank God for Gorilla vs. Bear inviting me and Negative Gemini to come to Austin, Texas for South by Southwest to perform as openers for Sophie and Charlie XCX. And we have that footage here to play. And while I'm playing that, I'm going to be taking some questions in the chat. We're going to just relive together a couple of the music videos who are there. We're going to be listening to George Clanton 100% music in the background. And we're going to be sharing with you some very exciting merchandise. We have a pre-order for you today. I would have liked to have had it in hand, but everybody is backed up and it's taking so long to get things made. It's troubling. But I have a way to make it a little bit easier. It just means we're going to be celebrating the 5-year anniversary of the label for the next 2 months. Feel me? 2 months. So this is just the beginning. Let's check it out. Let's see if we have anything. I'm just going to keep clicking refresh on the store. I know a lot of you are. I don't want to ruin it. I don't have any photos to share with you until then. But I like the suspense. I think the suspense is good. Yes, orders are going to take that long to fulfill. Yes. Yes. And it looks like we're getting some voicemails. We're going to be listening to those here in a little while. And it looks like the website is live. Let's see. We have everybody. It's bogging the whole website down. The crowd is going wild. We have the 5-year anniversary edition of 100% Electronica. For the first time ever, these bonus tracks that you're hearing in the background are available on vinyl. We have for the first time ever, 180-gram pressing on black vinyl for all of you audiophiles out there. We have the color edition for all of you vapor heads out there. And then, of course, the exclusive fan club variant. Now, I've got a little story to tell you all about how this came to be. 5 years ago, when I performed at Bowery Electric in the Lower East Side of New York City to a crowd of about 100 people. It was a different time back then. It was pretty amazing. I was very excited about 100 people that showed up, and to all those first 100 people through the door, everybody got with their ticket a free t-shirt. This classic design is back again. 100 people through the door who came to the album release party got this t-shirt for free. I've seen them. I've seen a few of those people throughout my travels in the country. Imagine not knowing the phone number to call. Y'all blazed this Sunday afternoon. Y'all are truly blazed this Sunday. And thank you, Quentin, for being the first to pull the trigger. This is not the same as the oversized fit. This is our classic. Merchandise shirt. A little more affordable. And through these 100 people through the door, in the spirit of that, and in the spirit of 100% Electronica, we are printing 100 more of these shirts. And the records, we've been told that they'll be ready by the end of November, and we know what that means. It means that they won't be ready by the end of November. So we're saying early December, but we're going to hope for the best. I'm going to hope that they beat their expected ship date. Yeah, they keep saying, maybe it's because I'm going quieter and quieter with my voice. Well, let's turn it down a little bit more, and I'll turn myself up a little bit. I'm just trying to be calm because I feel like screaming all day is enough for a Tuesday, and I don't want to scream for my neighbor's sake. If you just go to 100%electronica.com, you can find that shirt, plexiglass. And now I have another little bit of information for everybody. For everyone who purchases the pre-ordered record, you have a chance of getting the phone. Now, it's a little bit more strange and exciting than that, and purists, I want you to cover your eyes right now because this is going to make you puke. I have the original phone here in my hand. I have 17 identical phones in my other hand. I have 17 identical phones in here. All with the original unreplicable sticker. That's not the official 100% if you look closely at the album cover, you'll see. It's not the official 100% Electronica logo. This is an unreplicable font. Okay? Now, if you're this belongs in a museum type, close your eyes now. So I'm going to take the phone. Put it in the box. Now we have 18 official phones. So, I'm not as sentimental as you all out there. And one person, no one should have all that power. So what we're going to do is at random, like golden tickets. Now, I remember learning in history class when they used to murder people by firing squad. They would give everyone a bullet, and then they would give one person a blank. And then everybody would go 1, 2, 3, and then they would shoot at the same time. So that every person in their mind could think that they had the blank and that they weren't responsible for the execution. And that's how you could get normal, good-hearted men to execute these prisoners, so that they wouldn't go crazy thinking that they had killed someone, which is a sin against God. In the olden days, you weren't supposed to kill people. Now it's fine, but in the old days, they didn't like it as much. So, with that in mind, I've kind of gone the reverse route and taken the real phone and mixed them all up. And now there's 18 real. There's 18 real phones and there's 18 fake phones. It's kind of a Zen moment, isn't it? So they want to know, George, what's the difference between 180 gram and 140 gram? And I figured some of you, because we haven't done 180 gram in years, and most people don't do 180 gram. 180 gram is a thicker, heavier record, less prone to warping and aging prematurely. And if you don't know this, black, I know that we love our color vinyl here, and I do too, because, vinyl it's not 100% about listening at the highest quality for everybody. And we like to have the beautiful colors. But for you out there who want the ultimate quality, we have black vinyl, which is the highest fidelity of all the colors, with no splatter in it to screw with the audio, and it's thicker. It's heavier. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. But Jansen says, having trouble doing the pre-order. Anybody else out there? So what we're going to do is we're going to pull at random 18 people at complete random to send these out when we're sending the records out. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody. I just can't get... I was able to order one earlier, but just wanted to look at the other options, and I can't get back there now. Well, I just refreshed the page, and I can see it. So, no, I don't think that this stream is going to be entertaining for people. This is not 18 people from the fan club. This is 18 people anywhere has a chance to get this phone. Because all phones are the same now. And in fact, 4 of the phones are going to be given away today. That's right. To you out there who want a chance at the phone, we're going to give away 4 of them today. It could be the real one. I swear to God, I have no idea. And as a little extra bonus, those same 4 people are going to get the test pressing of the bonus tracks. So today, if you want to be entered to win, email. Now listen up. Listen up. You have to know this. You have to do it just like this if you want to win the phone today. There's going to be 4 phones and 4 test pressings going out to you pre-orderers today. Email. Now listen up. Email anniversary at 100%electronica.com with your order number and your name and your address. And I'm going to pick during the stream, off camera, but I'll say your first name and I'll reply on stream at the end of this stream, 4 people who are going to win the phone. And now if you pre-order today, and you don't win the phone, it doesn't mean that you're not going to win the phone later on. But let me just tell you, chances of winning the phone are low. You got probably a little bit better than a 1% chance of getting the phone. So listen, you don't need the phone. This is just a fun way to spread my Horcruxes out into the world so I don't die. Okay? So we have 18 Horcruxes going out. Thank you, Ryan Beeler. I am doing fine. George, the link doesn't work. I can't tell what you guys are talking about out there. Go to 100%electronica.com. I'll paste it. Just click it right there. And just scroll down. Okay, there's that click order here. Okay. Check out. Ladies and gentlemen, and our non-binary friends, it's working for me. It doesn't matter what pressing you get. Absolutely not. Doesn't matter. The percent in the email address, I'm going to type out, if in case you out there don't know how to spell very well, I'm going to show you what to email with your order number, and at the end of this stream, I'm going to pick a winner, okay? You can see it. Oh, I need to turn off the echo so you can see it. Right there. Bullseye. All right. Now, another thing that's happening. All of these special edition records come with a reproduction of the 4 original 100% Electronica stickers that you see scrolling along the bottom here. They also come with the original 8x11 poster that I stapled up all over New York. You may have seen it. It's the one where I'm doing this. And I wrote all over it, dick, 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 to capture people's imagination and also to pre-vandalize it so that people wouldn't want to tear it down and vandalize it, and they would leave it up and they would say it's funnier that it says dick 1,000 times all over it than for me to rip it down. Well, haha, the joke's on you. I put the dick on the poster. The vinyls will be up until they're gone. I imagine that they're going to be on for quite a while. Quite a while. It does not come with phone stickers. We can't have, in fact, all of the phone stickers that look like this, I destroyed them in a fire. They can never be reproduced. Yes, Mr. Cuban, if you're just tuning in now, this is a pre-order. We could not get the 100% Electronica We could not get the 100% Electronica 5th year anniversary records made in time for the 5th year anniversary. They're saying that they'll be ready by the end of November, but we like to play it safe, and we're going to say the beginning of December. And that way, you can't complain that we missed our ship date. Oh, everybody, you have to be a fan club member to get the gold one. That's why there's a password. Is that what's confusing? Maybe we should get rid of that off of the list there, Chris? Okay. And, let's get... It's literally in the title. Yeah, I know. Listen, everybody's blazing on this Sunday afternoon, and it's confusing. It could be confusing to people. Oh, you're right. It did quit playing the record and went into surfing. I didn't even notice. And I'm going to play a little music video. And then I'm going to check in on our emails, see how they're doing. I want to check in on my voicemails. So let's check it out, and I'm going to be right back. Catch me in the chat talking about this music video.
Someone else can make you happy. Someone else can show you a good time. A good time. Someone else can say I'm sorry. Someone else can
Oh, not the best music video ever. You have to really, really love George Clanton to think that that music video is any good. But, there you have it. Let's see, what are we doing? Oh, I wanted to show this to you. For those of you who don't know, here's the poster that's included with the new record. Just a little piece of history. Perfect. A perfect reproduction of the 100% Electronica promotional poster. And let's see, I don't know. I think that I could find some more relics in here. I know that the on the George Clanton Instagram, there's a photo of that classic shirt. And I feel like if I scroll enough, it's going to ask me to log in. Ethan, I think that the ship has sailed on the Living Blues music video. Yes. Did you enjoy the self-vandalism? It's pretty funny, huh? Let's just, with that in mind, let's take another look at it. So you can see. Wrong window. Paste and go. So you can see, this is my handwriting. I wrote dick all over it so that somebody wouldn't rip it down. And they would say, oh, look at this vandal. He's got what he deserves anyway. Screw him. George, can you repeat what we had to include in the email? Sure. I mean, probably your email's just enough, but the most important thing is your order number. And it will be much less annoying for me if you include your order number and your name and address. And that way I can shout you out when you win at the end of the stream. So for you out there who don't know what I'm talking about, anyone... Oh my gosh, I guess I have to do the whole thing all over again. Oh no, it's scrolling at the bottom here. So we have 18 of these phones. If you didn't tune in earlier, you missed me stirring them up in this box. I've got a huge box of phones here. And which one's the real one, I don't even know anymore. I've stirred them up too much, and I closed my eyes when I stirred them up. So 18 people who pre-order the album are going to win a phone. And you have a one, if you win the phone, you got like a 1% chance of winning the phone. And then if you win the phone, you got a 1 in 18 chance of having the phone. But here's what I want. I want everybody to imagine that they have the real phone, okay? And let's see. Today, I'm going to pick four people to receive one of these special phones on the air today. And that's what you're emailing for. Is if you're on the up and up enough to be watching this stream, you get a little bonus. It's a little bit easier to win. So you can email me at anniversary@100%electronica.com. And you'll have, I'm going to pick 4 winners at the very end of this stream who have emailed anniversary@100%electronica.com with their order number showing that they've pre-ordered the album. Send me your name and address as well so I can know where to send the test pressing and the phone. It's an amazing package, and it can be yours. I want to give it to somebody. What am I going to do with these phones and test pressing? They mean more to you, presumably, than they do to me. I'll tell you that. I give away everything. because I don't want to make a museum. I want to have a living museum of the fans having it and not having to wait until I'm dead next year to get it. I want you to be able to enjoy the stuff now instead of having to buy it at the George Clanton is Dead auction a year from now. Feel me? And let's see. But Jansen, if you send another email, it doesn't mean you'll be entered twice. They're going to all fall under the same thread. Thanks, Gmail. Gmail, you're amazing. Oh no, I would never commit suicide. I'm going to be murdered. So, anyway, spoiler alert, I'm going to be murdered. It's going to be awful. I hate it. What can you do? So anyway, let's get another music video out of the way, and then I'm going to listen to some of these voicemails. If you see the number above my head, leave a voicemail. I'm going to play them back, and then I'm going to answer your questions. Leave me a voicemail with a question, and I'm going to answer your questions on the air. But in the meantime, that was Keep a Secret in the background. You may have noticed. Let's see. And I say, let's watch that video, and I'll talk about it in the chat. Let's just see what's good with that video. Hello? Hello? That caught me off guard. Thanks for watching. That was the Keep a Secret music video. And if you weren't reading along in the chat, I feel like I was answering those questions. Hi, Sangria. I feel like I was answering those questions and then they were getting asked immediately after. So let me just set the record straight. That was made from clips from one of my favorite movies, Hackers. And I interspersed myself into the movie because I wanted it to be like that. We designed Electronica kind of based off of that. I love the way that the party scenes in that looked. And when I first had the idea for Electronica, I wanted to have where you could rollerblade in it and have a big video game of Wipeout on the wall. As it turns out, planning a music festival is difficult enough on its own that making all that stuff happen was pretty hard. So I wasn't able to replicate Hackers completely, but we got those cool TVs in there, and we had a good time. We picked a place that was kind of had the look. So big inspiration there. And let's see. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and the guy in the video, his name's Sean. He's a friend of ours. I said, hey Sean, do you want to be in this music video? I want people to be asking, who is this in the video? And for you to just inexplicably be in the video for no reason. And he said, sure. So we came over and we filmed him. He brought a ring pop and he sucked on it. And I said, why not? That's pretty good. So we threw that in there. What is better than making people ask a few questions? And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I had a really cool haircut at that time. It's probably the best, my favorite hair. And yeah, the voicemail. So I'm going to be playing some voicemails now. Let's see what we've got here. I don't hear anything. Oh, brother. And there's why. Okay, let's type it in. Voicemail. We're going to listen to your voicemail. I'm going to answer your questions for anybody who's sending over voicemail. And if anybody is asking questions in the chat, I'll answer those a little later. We still have some special things in store. We're going to be watching the iconic South by Southwest footage. Let's see here. Gimme.
Hey George, congrats on...
Okay, let's turn this on and we'll see what they're saying here.
Hey George, congrats on 5 years. I'm just wondering, what was the first song that you worked on when it came to the album?
What was the first song that I worked on when it came to the album? Whoops. Let's see. What was the first song? I think that actually, no coincidence, here I am playing Did I Flounder. It was Did I Flounder. In fact, Did I Flounder was the first song that I made after, here it is. After the Mirror Kisses album, Heartbeats, I made Did I Flounder, and I had the whole first verse and the chorus, but I didn't really think that it was a song at that time. Isn't that so stupid? Now I came back a little later and I said, you know what, I like this. It's just a little bit different structure. I thought that in the old days, every song had to be verse, chorus, chorus again, end. And you'll see that pop up over and over and over and over and over and over in all of my songs. Verse, chorus again, end. Just like the most basic song structure. And this song didn't have it. It was like verse, different verse, chorus, the end. But I think it works. Obviously now I'm a lot less hung up on song structure than I was when I was younger. And I think that in general the whole pop world is you hear songs on the radio that don't really have any traditional structure. So here's one. Let's listen to this.
Hello, George. Greetings, George. Greetings, friend. This is Enrailed. I would like to ask a question
Enrail.
about the album 100% Electronica. My question is, what the fuck does a warm spot mean? Did you piss your bed? What did that mean? Late nights, morning after, when you wanted to piss your bed? Is that what you're talking about there? Please let me know. Thanks.
Okay. That was from Enrail. Enrail wants to know, what's warm spot? Is it about pissing your bed? Late night, morning after is when you wanted to piss your bed? No. Warm spot. Warm spot has a multitude of meanings, and I don't want to break that one open. But yeah, warm spot. Warm spot kind of means it's a song about when I first met Negative Gemini, Lindsay, and instead of just hanging out all night, and then leaving the next day, like a regular rock star would do, we would just hang out all the next day and then go to work and then come straight back, and just immediately after meeting, we just spent all of our waking moments together up until today. Even today, we are together all of the time. So that's what it was about. It's a love song. It's about falling in love. But it could be about pee-pee. It could be about pee-pee. But yeah, that song, what's funny about Warm Spot is I wrote it on the subway freestyle and in my head, just kind of like letting it flow into my head. I would listen to Warm Jet and I wanted to make lyrics for it. And I would listen to Warm Jet on loop on the subway, and I would like rap in my head. I was listening to a lot of Third Eye Blind at the time, and I had this Third Eye Blind kind of rap with a lispy, whiny voice in my head. So it was like late night, morning afters when you wanted to hang around. And all of this came to my head kind of instantly. I didn't know what it meant until I wrote it down and tried to figure out the meaning. And then once I looked at what I had said, it was like it made complete sense without needing any editing. And I didn't even know what it was about. And looking at it, it's obviously about, it's like written from the subconscious. So I didn't consciously write it about anything. I was just saying stuff that I thought sounded cool, which is how I write almost always. So typically I write something that just sounds cool, and then I go back and change as few words as I can to make it make sense for what I think that this song is about. And in this case, as far as I remember, it was pretty much 100% perfect without needing to be changed at all from the way that I wrote it in my head. Late night, mornings, afters, when you wanted to hang around, I can't turn my back on them. I wake up and then lay back down. I didn't think it made any sense until I thought about it. It's very interesting. I don't know if anybody's going to believe that or not, but it's true to me. Now I'm going to play this voicemail.
Hey, George. Been a fan for a long time. At one show, I think I saw you in Virginia, and I talked to you and Satin Sheets when you were there. And you guys said you were going to be doing an album together. It was probably going to come out. Just wondering what's the status on that one. I'm really hyped out for that one.
Yeah, status on that one. Let's put that in the may never happen department. So Someone help with the pre-order. The purchase here link is broken. So, well, let me answer this question, and hopefully someone on the back end will look into that. That's very curious that these. Can you tell me which purchase here link is broken? I don't even see a purchase here link. It says pre-order here. Okay, black works. And then let's try the green. Yeah, that's working for me. Huh. Seems to be working. Okay, so someone is saying that there's a link at the top that says that there's a pre-order. Aha. Okay, so, Chris, if you can hear me, in the news article, you dingus, the purchase here link just leads to 100%electronica.com. So everybody, just to be clear, don't click the news article. Just scroll down about just a few more scrolls further, and just the item will be right there for you. You don't even have to click music. So let's see. Yeah, just keep scrolling down on the homepage. That's what I always do. And the question was, what's going on with the Satin Sheets? Well, Satin Sheets, just like a brilliant artist that he is, he's working on some other stuff. So what we ended up doing was we made that kind of the virtual reality video from Virtual Utopia 1 instead, which 18 minutes of music of us working together, and then of course we did about a half hour working together on that live tour. No album is coming. I would be really excited if the Satin Sheets album came at all without me collabing. So let's just hope and pray for that one, but not really a 100% Electronica 5-year anniversary question. So let's see this one here.
Hey, George. Just calling in. I just want to tell you 100% Electronica is my favorite album
Oh, thank you.
of all time. Just, that's up against 200% Electronica and Slide and Virtua.zip and other George Clanton hits, but it's up there. It's up there all right.
Okay.
Anyways, my question is, I'm really curious about the song Innocence. Like, it's one of my favorites on the album. I'm wondering, like, just also in general, do you put like a lot of deep meaning into your songs? Like, does like each of the songs of the album, do they mean something specific? Or do they bring up a certain memory for you? Or is it just like good lyrics that you just want to put down? I'm happy with either answer. I just want to know.
Well, good
Love
lyrics,
music, dude.
that
Have a
is
nice day.
definitely a, sorry to interrupt you there, but good lyrics, that's up for debate. In this case, I'm just saying we can have the innocence again, over and over. So if that's good, thank you. For that, it's just something that I felt like the song had a really distinct retro sound to it, and I had this thing. It just reminded me of childhood and the music from the late 80s, early 90s, and I just laid into that and said, we can have the innocence again. So it was kind of like childhood. Did I put very much thought into it? No, and I usually don't put a whole lot of thought into it. I try to let the words just flow through me, and if they aren't good, then I'll just try to forget the song by leaving it alone for a few months and then come back and try to get a fresh, like, freestyle out of it without that idea being in my head. So if it's not working out, I just walk away for a few months and then come back again and try to get inspired from listening to it for the first time in a while for something completely new. So that's why it takes me a long time to write music. Let's see what we have here. Got another voicemail.
Okay, so I am sure that this voicemail might get played back on stream. Just want to say
You're right.
hi, George. Hi, chat. I am really glad to be on this stream, I hope. I just want to say, George, I'm a really big fan of your music. My family also really likes your music, too. Yeah, just wanted to check in, like, yeah, okay, questions.
Yep.
What's your creative process? Like, how do you come up with ideas for music and stuff? Like, I'm genuinely interested. Yeah, that's about all. I want to say. So yeah, thank you. All right.
Okay. So generally, I just kind of put my fingers on the keys and I go looking for something as I'm scrolling through presets. I use a lot of synthesizer presets. This is the way that I write music now that it's all synthesizer based. And maybe I'll start with a drum beat too, so I'll find a cool drum beat that I like, very simple one, and then I'll move my fingers on the keyboard because I don't know how to play keyboard, and I'll listen for something accidentally to come through. Maybe I'll have a echo on the preset, and sometimes the echo will inspire the rhythm of how it's being played. And then I'll probably come up with something like, we can have the innocence again. So if you ever listen to my music, you'll find that it's typically just 3 layers of audio, or maybe even 2, or maybe even 1. Um, I'll like Make It Forever, or let me try to think of an example from Never Late Again. I was just looking for Never Late Again, the first song on 100% Electronica. I was just looking for some interesting chords that were unusual that you wouldn't normally think to go with each other. That kind of sounded in the way that I perceive My Bloody Valentine to be, like on the album Loveless. So if you've never heard Loveless by My Bloody Valentine, check that out. You probably won't think that I'm as good anymore. And I was just trying to do that, and then I just wrote some lyrics. I think that I had just saw Tame Impala sing their cover of Prototype by Outkast, and that whatever they were doing on that made me think Waiting for the Sun, which is like something that's kind of like what they sound like when they're doing in the Outkast Prototype. So I just copied that, and then I wrote the rest of the song. So that's an example of what I'm doing on every single song. Sometimes I'll make the music, and the music will sit there for a year before I have words for it. But I've got a lot of music that I just sit on, and I just say just be patient. You know, some people say set a deadline and get it done, get it out there. But I don't know. I mean, how many people are waiting? They'll continue to wait and probably appreciate you making a better product if you think that you can make it better with more time. I feel that way, so I just take a really, really, really long time and hope that people don't stop liking me, and it's been working so far. Okay. Here's a question. I can already see that it's not 100% Electronica anniversary related.
Hey, George, I was just wondering if you guys were still going on tour with The Garden in next year during spring. And I was also wondering when are we going to get a follow-up to Slide? Because I miss your vocals so bad. Anyway, thank you. Out.
Thank you. Yes, I am not going on tour with The Garden, unfortunately, but I would love to have them on the big stream. I would love to have them for Virtual Utopia. I'd love to play some shows with them, but I can't go on tour with them next year. And I hope to have a follow-up to Slide around that time. I think that the album that I'm working on now is the best one, but I'm going to keep talking about 100% Electronica. And I'm going to listen to this question, and then we're going to watch the South by Southwest, and then I'm going to try to answer some of your questions in the chat, because that's going to be a 40-minute live show that's never been seen before.
Yo, Molotovich here. What's up, George?
here with my girlfriend. We're wondering what the album art for 100% Electronica. Did you use the phone to take the photo, or was like there a camera set up? Thank you so much.
Okay, that's an easy one. Yeah, I used the phone, so I was just wanted to take like an edgelord photo like this. On my Instagram, and if you scroll down on my Instagram, it's mostly just a bunch of funny stuff. Like I would pose touching my butt, saying that I was sexy Harry Potter, or something like that, or gay Harry Potter, or something like that, and just kind of doing thirst trap photos or fake thirst trap photos, and I guess I still do that today. I was doing that before it was cool. Now, you see everybody doing those TikTok boys. So we were doing that years ago, and I was taking the photo, and it's just in my floor with the shittiest camera phone of all time. I posted it to my Instagram, making it even shittier. And then I had been working on this album for so long, and then I had to come up with album art, and I just said fuck it, and kind of put that album art as almost like a troll. And I remember people saying, this is the worst album art ever. And that was fine, because I didn't think it was the worst album art ever, but it just depends on what you're thinking about what the album art should be. But it was posted on my Instagram before 100% Electronica meant anything, and that's why the logo's not right. So before it even had a meaning, I posted it on my Instagram. And then I just took that photo and was like, fuck it, here's the album art. And then I released the album like really fast. I wouldn't do anything like that today, but that's exactly what I did with Virtua as well. I made Virtua, and I made the album art for Virtua in like 5 minutes, and then just put it out. And didn't like to think about that. I just cared about the music. So I put a lot more thought into things like that now. I feel like the album cover for 100% Electronica really set me back quite a bit. I think there's still people out there who have never listened to it because it looks so stupid. But for those who know it and love it, now the album cover is kind of weirdly iconic in a way. So we kind of like it. Yeah, I think it's iconic now. I think it's funny. I think it's fun. A lot of people called me a school shooter for that one too. It's because when white people have bowl haircuts, they look like school shooters. And the guys at my work in New York called me Dylan Roof so many times that I had a mental breakdown and shaved my hair completely off. You can find that on my Instagram too. I just couldn't take it. And that was a huge mistake. I mean, cutting my hair like that, it just did not look good. And it had, I think, probably some permanently damaging effects on Negative Gemini's attraction level to me. But, we're still working back. We're still working our way back. Yeah, I'm in a position where I can do a bowl again, but I think we still have the same problem, I don't know. I'm such an old man that people would still say that I'm a school shooter, old enough to be the teacher. So I don't know. People just say things to hurt your feelings and make you shave your head, and it works. If enough people say it, then you'll shave your head. So anyway, let's watch that video. So is everybody ready? Let's see, email link. I wonder what that is even the question for. So let's get caught up. We'll come back to those maybe. And let's get caught up. So if you don't know, I'll put some music on. I want to hear Warm Spot. It's one of my favorites, Warm Spot. One of my favorite songs of mine of all time is Warm Spot. So so I like to listen to that one. It puts me at peace. The email for the giveaway is I don't know, Phil. I can't. I'm not going to listen to all of them. Maybe I will, but the email is anniversary@100percentelectronica.com. Let me try to paste it here. No, that's not it. I'll type it. So, at the end of this live stream, Rich will be in about an hour. I'm going to give away 4 test pressings of the bonus tracks for this special anniversary edition of the album. And I'm going to be giving away 4 of these phones. Now, if you are just now tuning in and you don't know what the hell is going on, I took the original 100% Electronica phone. The original one. It could be this one. I don't know. And I threw it into a box of identical phones. And there's 18. Now there's 18 identical phones that you don't know if it's the real one or not. Hello? You won't know. So it could be yours. You could get the real one, or you couldn't get the real one. I just want more people to have this little bit of history. So I thought that this was kind of a cool magic trick to invalidate the real phone and also validate some worthless phones. And you'll also see that I use these phones, all of these phones, to take the photo of the back of the album, but that isn't out yet, so you'll have to wait until the album is ready. But yeah, these phones play a part in making up the album artwork for the 5th year anniversary edition. And at the end of this stream, yeah, I'm going to pick 4 people. And if you want to be one of the 4 people, email. First of all, you have to do a pre-order. Then second of all, email anniversary@100percentelectronica.com. And with your order number, your name, and your address. If it's just your order number, that'll be enough. We can figure out your address later, so don't panic if you forgot, but it makes it easier on me if you can just go ahead and include your name and address in the email. And I won't show it on camera, but I am going to say, okay, John in Jacksonville, you won. Penelope in Phoenix, you won. You know, I'm going to do that at the end of the stream. And if you win on this stream, or if you don't win on this stream, doesn't mean that you're not going to win later. It's just that your chances are a little bit higher because you are the first to know about it, and this is a small, relatively small stream. Okay, isn't that kind of fun? Okay. Just reading this. Forgot my order number. If you forgot your order number, just reply on the same thread with your order number. No problem. Just hit reply. Go to the email, hit reply, and include your order number. Now we are going to watch the South by Southwest live show. And a little backstory on this. When 100% Electronica came out at this time in 2015, I was pretty much unknown. And Gorilla vs. Bear really, thanks to a, there was a St. Pepsi, or maybe it was Skylar Spence by that time, Skylar Spence takeover of Gorilla vs. Bear. And Ryan, Skylar Spence, played or added one of my songs to Gorilla vs. Bear on his takeover. And Chris of Gorilla vs. Bear saw it and loved it. And it was like his new favorite thing, he says. Then when my album came out, he listened to it and said that it was in the top 10 best albums of the year. So invited me and Lindsay to come to his showcase that was headlined by Charlie XCX and Sophie, the year that they had their collab album with Vroom Vroom and all that. So it was such an honor to share the stage with them. It was such an honor to be invited. We went out there and we played the show. We played a couple other shows. And it was recorded really professionally, but was never released. I have the professional recording here, and we're going to watch it for the first time, unless you're in the fan club a year ago, and then maybe you've seen it already. But we're all going to watch it together now, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk with each other on the chat. And, yeah, so the way that this worked was Negative Gemini played first, and then I took the stage so that we would have a little bit more time. We practiced and learned how to play so that we could use the same equipment and there would be almost no changeover time. So we didn't have to have a 20-minute break, and we could each play 10 minutes more music. So you're going to see Negative Gemini in the beginning of this video, who has just finished her set, and then I'm going to start mine awkwardly and randomly. And let's just take a look back at what things were like 5 years ago. This probably would have been the biggest show that I had played at that time, almost certainly. So let's watch it and enjoy.
George. Yo, give it up for Negative Gemini. Is it your world tour or your girls tour? Hey, let's light up the warm whites. Let's light up the warm white blind the audience. Fuck them up. Woo! Now I can see you. Cheers. This is us, 100% Electronica in the house tonight. I have some songs I'm going to play. My name's George Clanton. I'm going to play some songs. Over the speakers for you to dance. You can smile at me, please. Wave and smile. Shit. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got another one. One more song. Cheers. George. people, put your hands up. Hannibal Buress. This one goes out to you. Thanks, Hannibal.
Hey, give it up for George Clanton. give it up. George Clanton, he's only 18. He's only 18 years old. BBC. Radio 1 DJ George Clanton. Max it out.
Let me hear it one more time. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is BBC. He's only 18. On the radio tonight, George Clanton. Thank you so much. I've got a couple more songs for you. This is from Special Request. Negative Gemini, BBC. Old school. George, you drink too much.
2. What's up? Yes, What are you
love you. Give it up for Negative Gemini. This is it for me. Give it up, give it up. Someone else can make you happy. Someone else can give you time. Oh, good time. Someone else can say I'm sorry. Someone else can find
That was funny. Oh, I had such a fun time watching that and reading your responses. Oh my gosh. Saber, thank you so much. Thanks for the $5 for the 5-year anniversary. We're not even officially taking donations today, but you know, hey, I appreciate that. I'm here to try to sell records, but I'll take $5. Thank you so much. We'll give Travis Scott first. Now, for all of you who are just tuning in right now, yeah, look at Fudina, she's crazy. Now, for all of you who are just tuning in right now, let's see, we have released the 100% Electronica 5-year anniversary edition on 180-gram black, virgin black vinyl. Heavyweight. That's heavy duty. That's going to come with a perfect reproduction from the original manufacturer of the first 4 100% Electronica stickers. The very rare. Up until this point, there are 1,000 of these made that we would distribute with the different records over the years. Now we're making another 1,000 for this record pressing, so it'll be 2,000 total. I'm sure most of them have been destroyed on phone poles and whatnot. Speaking of phone poles, I'm reprinting the original 100% Electronica advertisement poster that I personally would go around Ridgewood and Bushwick and staple to all the telephone poles in the dark with my hoodie on run. And let's see. So every record, if you look at the bottom, every record comes with those things to celebrate the 5-year anniversary. We have them at regular weight. This is the regular weight record with these beautiful color options. Then we have the heavyweight in black if you're more of a audio purist. And then if you're in the fan club, of course, you can complete your collection of the gold nugget records. Then we have a reproduction of the 100% Electronica album release shirt. So we printed these for everyone who came to the album release show in 2015. At this time, 5 years ago, says that they're going to ship out December 1st, 2021. That is not true. If you're buying it with the record, it'll ship out in early December 2020. We need to delete that one and put a 0. Otherwise, they'll ship before that. This is just assuming that you're buying it with the record. But it is a pre-order, so just expect it later and then we're going to surprise you. And so everybody, if you are, right now we have 60 people who have sent the email. This stream is coming to an end. Do we want to maybe we'll listen to one more voicemail? I'll pick one at random, and because people were leaving me voicemail, so I said to leave me voicemail. Maybe I'll listen to a couple because we have a few here. I'm going to pick them at random, and then I'm going to so at the end of this, everybody's been emailing and with making pre-orders and then emailing anniversary at 100%electronica.com for a chance to win one of these 18 phones. If you missed the beginning of the stream, I took the real phone and mixed it in with a box of perfect replica phones with the sticker on them. I have no idea which one's the real one and which one's the fake one. So I took one real one and 17 copies, and they're all pictured on the back of the 100% Electronica album cover. I made a bunch of them to do a photo shoot, and I mixed them all together, and I'm giving them away to you. I'm going to give away 4 of them right now, 4 of the 18, and the remaining 14 will be distributed at random from the rest of the pre-orders leading up to the end of November, early December, when they're available. Is it a way to defeat scalpers? No, not really. It's a way to make 18 people happy instead of 1 person happy. And these phones are so ancient and rare that it was pretty hard to... I bought every one of them that I could find, and I could only come up with 17. And then we also have 4 test pressings to give away. I couldn't find the 5th one, so we're giving away 4 along with 4 phones today. And when I find the 5th one, we'll throw that up on the fan club. But I just went looking for it before the stream, and I couldn't find it. Anyway, so I'm going to answer some voicemails, and then I'm going to post the instructions on how to enter to win. Yes, you can still enter the email, and I'm going to type the instructions in. I'm going to put the microphone between my legs, and then I'm going to say, if you're just now tuning in, and want to be entered to win the phone/test pressing, email anniversary at 100%electronica.com with your order number, and I will select a winner in a few minutes. Enter. Boing, 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 boing. What do you think about that? So let's see. Let's pull up my email. Paste and go. All right. Now we have a few. I'm going to pick some at random. Let's see. This one is from another country, so let's check this one out. I'm going to mute the music because these voicemails are kind of quiet, and I'm going to turn the volume up.
Hey George, it's Jez from the fan club.
Oh,
love you, mate.
Jez.
Good stuff. I wanted to ask, why did you change from Mirror Kisses to the iconic George Clanton name?
Okay, cool.
That's my question. Cool. Love you.
I love you too, Jez. Jezzer. We also say froth. I'm glad that you have given me a call. I wonder what time it is in Australia. But anyway, I changed because Mirror Kisses, that was, I felt like, and everybody wants to disagree with me. I just didn't identify with that name anymore because in the beginning, Mirror Kisses was like a joke. It was a fake 80s band, and I made music to kind of sound like Echo and the Bunnymen. And as Jez, you're in the fan club, so I deleted that album from history and put it back so that only people who already love me can find it, because I would hate for someone to go looking for George Clanton and then find that first album of what I look back on as kind of silly songs. I know some people like it. And, I kept that name because I had some success with that album, and I was afraid to change my name to anything else. And I couldn't come up with anything better. So then I released Bad Dreams and Heartbeats. And by Heartbeats time, I was already kind of sick of that name and wanted to change it. But I didn't really come up with another good name. I liked the name Esprit and was using that heavily for the Vaporwave project. But eventually, I just said, fuck it. I had 100% Electronica, and I wasn't going to release another album under the name Mirror Kisses, and I couldn't come up with anything, so I just said, I'm just going to use my real name and release it as George Clanton. And that's why. It's as simple as that. I just knew that, I had already gone through being made fun of for being named George Clanton in all the different ways that you can, and I'd gotten used to it, so I knew I would never truly get sick of my real name. And I just picked a name that I could be for the rest of my life, kind of like Bruce Springsteen or, something like that, Paul McCartney. You know what I mean? If it's your real name, people can't say, oh, it's stupid. I mean, you can, but then you're just saying, well, it's just somebody's real name. What's embarrassing is when people, what I hate is when people think that my real name is a joke on, George Clanton. George Clinton, which of course it is not. And it's just my real name. And if I was going to make a joke name like Comtrues or something, I could come up with something way funnier than that. I promise you. I'm way funnier than that. That's what the most disappointing thing is that people don't think I'm funny at all. They just think that I'm on the stream and everything that I say is because I have a brain malfunction. They don't understand that I'm trying to be funny. And I guess maybe that's my fault. You know, if they're not laughing, then I guess maybe I'm just not funny. Yeah. All right, here we got another email. A voicemail.
George, it's Kite.
Kite.
I want to know business advice for people who want to make their passion their career. What can you give us? All right, thanks, man. You're doing a good job. See ya.
Okay, Kite says business advice for people who want to make their passion their career. Don't quit your regular job until you figure it out. Don't give up. Keep trying to improve. I think mostly it's about not giving up because, you know, they say a certain number of businesses fail. Well, there's also like so many stories like mine of just people just kind of hammering away at the same thing. You know, one could say that I was living in squalor for quite a long time and I didn't have any money, and there's actually these horrible pictures of the food that I used to eat. I used to pride myself on making like a 23-cent burrito or something from these. I'd take the dried beans and I'd cook the beans, and then I would go to the store where they would sell expired food, and I would buy expired tortillas because they were still good, and I would get some other bullshit, and then I would make that. And so, but the whole time I was making my music, and I didn't really even think that it would be this successful, but I wanted to do it. So I would say for making your passion your career, look for all the angles. Like you see what I'm doing. It's typically people, there's a lot more people who listen to George Clanton now than it was a couple of years ago. But even a couple of years ago, I was a full-time musician when a lot of people at my level were not. Because I was able to recognize, okay, there's a need, there's a demand for a subscription service here. So I created the fan club a few years ago. And then we would see, okay, well, people like, you know, these color vinyl records, and, you know, just look at what's working. And then I just really leaned into that. But it took years and years and years. So I think that for the most part is don't get discouraged and work really hard. But don't quit your job and spend the money that you're making from your passion on your life. Use your regular job to pay for that. And take the money from your passion. Here's the big secret, and here's where here's where a whole bunch of the vaporwave labels get it wrong. Not that I know that that's not your passion. I mean, maybe it is. But here's where it was different, is that I took all of the money that I was making from the label and then put it back into the label. So that there was never a time where I say, oh, you know, we just sold a whole bunch of records and now people want more records, but I can't make them, because I wouldn't touch that money. So if you sell your records, if you sell 500 records and you want to press another 500, you should already have that money, even after paying the artist. If it's not you, you should already have that money. So that's the secret. Work hard. Don't spend the money that you make until you're making enough to be independent completely from your regular job. And invest in yourself, because all the smart people in the world know really smart people invest in the stock market, but geniuses invest in themselves. So do that. And as 311 says, you got to bet on yourself now, Star, because that's your best bet. Nick Hexum. All right. Great question. I love that question because the question implies that I have some sort of business acumen, which I take as a wonderful compliment. Let's listen to this one.
Hi, George. I was just wondering if you think there will ever be any repressings of the Mirror Kisses vinyl. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Oh, I love you too. Will there be any repressing of the Mirror Kisses vinyl? Yes. That's an easy one. Here's a good question.
Hey, George. Young Shido here. I just want to know
Young
how
Shido.
you decide who you want to sign to 100% Electronica. You seem to have pretty good taste, but what's the rhyme or reason behind it? Thanks.
Okay. This is an interesting question. I get this a lot. How do you decide who to sign to 100% Electronica? Well, it depends on what era, that we're talking about. Sometimes it just seems to be the right place at the right time. There's a lot of good music. I tend to gravitate towards, of course, there's a lot of bad music. I tend to gravitate towards people who are very successful already, kind of on their own, that I'm fans of. So 100% Electronica, I think that this is a misunderstood criticism of the label a lot, is that, we aren't in the business of discovering new artists. There are a lot of labels who are already doing that, and that's not really, my strength. I think that what I'm good at, that other people are not as good at, is taking a special artist and helping them develop a little bit and giving them an opportunity to team up with some of our other outings, like the Electronicon and Virtual Utopia and some of the other stuff that we do kind of behind the scenes, and the streaming and all of that, and what we have planned for next year. So, it's not really, so you could argue that it's like cliquey or something like that, but I think that, and here's where a lot of people get it wrong, and I complain about this a lot, is that a lot of people look to 100% Electronica as the end game for their careers, and what they as a vaporwave artist, that, I want to be on 100% Electronica, or maybe they don't. I'm not saying that everybody says that, but I see that a lot, and I see a lot of people saying this on Twitter and stuff, like, my dream would be to be on 100% Electronica. But that's not what I want people to think or want people to see from what I'm doing. As far as like what we do as a record label, that's just one little piece of it. I think of it more as like a skate team, people who can help each other, and then I just try to be the best at merchandising and helping them go, helping them have a job, make music their job, and show them kind of what I did. If they want, not everybody wants that. Some artists are kind of, you can look at 100% Electronica and you can see that some artists are kind of hands off and they don't want to do all the Virtual Utopia stuff, or they really just want to put out an album and then wait until the next one, which is fine. I mean, it's easy for me to do. You could imagine, like, if what I really wanted to do was to sign a bunch of artists, I could just be making records sell better than anything. We could be selling a whole bunch of records, just putting out records all the time and selling them. But over time, I think that you would dilute your audience, and they would be they would say, well, not everything makes sense that they're putting out. I know a lot of you will just buy anything that we put out because if we put it out, that you're going to love it. But I think that a lot of people in Vaporwave have the wrong idea. Young people, sometimes they'll say, well, 100% electronica, that's the goal. They're at the top of the Vaporwave pyramid. Well, here's the lesson that you can learn from what we're doing. I don't see ourselves as the top of the Vaporwave pyramid. We're at the bottom. We're at the very bottom of the music pyramid. So, there's a lot of people out there they want to tear 100% electronica down because no one man should have all that power. But it's a completely renewable resource. Like, you should just be trying to appeal to as many people as possible. And if you like what 100% electronica is doing, just copy our ideas. Why not? I'm gonna do one more voicemail.
Hi. Just wanted to say that my boyfriend John thinks you're super, super, super awesome, and that he's your biggest fan. He just ordered your records just now, and he's just like pre-order deluxe. Can you hear him? Say hi, John.
Yeah. Ask him how he comes up with his music and his process.
How do you come up with your music and your process? You probably heard it because I put the speaker next to my computer. But
did.
What's up? What's going on? Just keep my boyfriend updated. He's very interested in your music and how you create things.
Tell him one day I want to be on his label.
One day he wants to be on your label. He's very into music and has his own band and solo project. You should check it out.
Hang up.
Oh, bye.
Okay, great call. So I think I answered this earlier, and this is an old voicemail. That's from 5:24 p.m. And it's now 6:30. So I probably already answered this, but I was just saying the way that I come up with my music is I just sit at the computer. I open up my ancient computer, and I put on some presets. I'll go through some presets. I'll look for something new and inspiring on one of the many sounds that I have on my computer that I've collected over the years. I don't go in it with any idea or any preconceived notion, and then I just press buttons until by accident something happens. I might put kind of a delay on it, so it's like ding, 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 and then you could press ding, 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 and then it would go ding, 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 and then you press another thing, and eventually maybe there's like an accidental melody in there just from messing around on the computer, and then I'll find a cool melody and I'll lean into that. I'll put some drums on it, and then maybe I'll come up with an idea to sing. That's generally how I come up with all of my ideas. And another thing, kind of to bring it full circle, is just like I was saying, it takes a long time to follow your passion and don't give up. I do the same with music. I will sit on a song for years, like Livin' Loose. I had that for 2 years, and it was just it didn't sound awesome, but I knew that there was something in there that it could be like my best song. And I just waited and waited and waited and waited, and finally I hit it. I figured out some changes to make to the song, and that just changed it and turned it completely upside down and made it amazing, in my opinion. And I was so happy with it, and it was just, if I would have tried to rush the song, it would have never have ended up that way. So the other thing on top of how I kind of try to accidentally write the music is I also just spend a lot of time listening to it over and over and over and over and over again until something magic happens, again, kind of on accident, just pops into your head. That's all. And using, I don't think that I'm a particularly super creative person. It's very hard for me to make music. So I don't know if anybody can do it, but a lot of people who think that they can't do it can. Patience is a huge element that a lot of people don't have. Lindsay says I do that because I am a Capricorn. You have to believe in your horoscope stuff, and it makes me stubborn. It makes me do the same thing over and over again until it works. But hey, it's working out for me now. All right. So let's thank you, everybody, once again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This has been a special night. I love watching the South by Southwest thing here. Remember that? Choking her. Actually, it was an interesting haircut Negative Gemini had. Yeah, I'm sorry it's going to be over, but listen, maybe you can rewind it. I've got like a pimple there. Maybe you can rewind it and watch it all over again. Or catch up on the old live streams. Don't forget, every Thursday we are streaming from right here with Adam and Negative Gemini for 2 hours every week. We're going to be doing the Demolition Derby this week, where we're listening to all of your demos with no donations to level the playing field, and we're going to really lay in on it. More on that in the week. Follow us on the social media, even though social media is evil, to keep up on the up to the minute information on that. And I'm about to pick these winners. I was just going to try to to be funny and queue up that commercial we made for the big stream, because I love talking about the big stream.
Daddy's home. Are you winning, son?
It's not a game, Dad. It's a 100% Electronica big stream.
George, what's your favorite noodle shape?
Every noodle shape.
Gnocchi. Pinocchio.
Go long, son.
The big stream from 100% Electronica, bringing people together every Thursday night.
And don't forget, I'm also going to be the guest on the Neo Gaia stream this Tuesday, also at 5 p.m. Pacific. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be joining Equip, Death Dynamic Shroud, that's James and Tech, and R23X. I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe we'll talk some more about 100% Electronica and, some of the stuff that we did. Wizard Dolphin says, love you, George, and everyone on this chat. I love everyone on this chat, too. Thanks again for tuning in. Now has come the time. Let's pick our cell phone winners. This is going to be absolutely and completely and utterly bonkers. It's mental. And I'm going, for those of you who have always wondered how I pick people to win things in the weekly or monthly drawings in the fan club, this is the technology that I use. It's called a random number generator. Okay, now don't be upset if you don't win. There's always next month. Okay, let's see how many we get, and this will be the last. Okay, so we have 68 total entries on trying to win this phone. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to type in 68. So we have 4 out of 68 chance to win. Okay, see, I'm just a little boy. All right, now I'm going to click generate, and it's going to pick a number for me, and then I'm going to count down the emails. 59. Okay, so the first page has 50, so I'm going to go to the second. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Let me just check that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 59. Okay, Joey in San Diego. Joey in San Diego. You're our first winner of the psychedelic superpowered phone and test pressing. Amazing. Everybody, round of applause for Joey. I just had to email them to let them know that they have won. Is Joey in the chat? Joey in San Diego. Does anybody see Joey? Joey in there? Thanks for tuning in. Joey has ascended. Congratulations. Okay, we still have 3 more. Okay. Again. All right. Now, can you see my little numbers here? Am I being suspenseful enough? 29. That's it. Number 29. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. April B. in Fair Oaks, California. April, are you out there? April, hello. April B. I'm going to give you this phone. I'm going to give you this collectible phone with a certificate, a signed certificate of authenticity, and a test pressing of the bonus tracks. Come on, April. You just have to imagine that April is jumping up and down, and maybe they broke their computer. Lil Liam says that they know April and Fair Oaks as well. I'm just going to send them to you, Lil Liam. It's okay if they don't answer. Maybe they had to go use the bathroom. I have their name and address here and their order number. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, oh, no, they forgot to put their order number, but they didn't. It was just at the very bottom. All right, now we're going to generate another number. Okay, for our third winner, y'all. Oh my God, this is too effing nuts. Joey says, I'm at the beach. I can't log into Twitch, but I'm here, freaking out. Wonderful. So they're watching, but they can't speak. They're at the beach and just won the superphone. Okay, so number 7. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, I know who this is. Let me see if they're typing right now. No. Come on. Ian M. in Salt Lake City. Ian M. You are our third. There he is. Mr. Nighttime. Congratulations. This could be the real phone. I don't know. This could be the real phone. I'm going to email you. Just for my sake, so I can see that I emailed you that you win. Congratulations. This is incredible. All right. One last winner. One last winner. There's one last winner. Are you ready? 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I know who the winner is. I know who the winner is. I think that I know who the winner is in person, too. Andre M. Andre M. from Norfolk. Just won. I know who this is, but I don't know if they want their identity revealed. They're talking. They're talking. Congratulations. Congratulations. What an amazing night. Another phone and another test pressing. Amazing. Amazing. So, within that, this is pretty amazing. The crystal bearer not only has the telepath crystal, but now has one of these phones. Now, what the hell is going on? That it just works out that way. Hello? Pretty wild. So, we don't pick the winners here. We let fate decide. And thank you so much for participating. Now listen, you've all still got a chance. I see you all out there. I see my little Liams, I see my Ognoses, I see my Shiros, I see my Kites, I see my Steve Salazars out there. You all still have a chance. Now don't cry. It's going to be fine. Congratulations to all the winners. Let me email Andre. And let's just do it one more time. Congratulations to Joey N, April B, Ian M, and Andre. Amazing. Congratulations to everybody. That is a diverse distribution of my Horcruxes, and there will be 14 more in the next 2 months. Okay? So, a phone call from China. Hello, no, I do not want to buy your neon. So, thank you all. Thank you all for watching. How do we end this thing? Will somebody play me off? I really appreciate you all tuning in for this stream. I'm going to close my emails out. Let's see. We have just as many people watching this as we do the big stream. Don't forget to tune in to the big stream. And should I say anything else? Don't forget to pick up the 100% Electronica 5-year anniversary edition with all bonus tracks, also available on 180-gram audiophile black vinyl for the first time. And the limited edition, there were 100 of these made for the people to come to the 100% Electronica album release party. Now we're making 100 more for all you legends out there. So thank you again. Thanks for watching the stream. Thank you for your support. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for caring about anything that I do. It's too much. I really appreciate it. I hope that it never ends. You're making it a lot easier on me this year to make it through another day, every day, another day. And I'm going to make it out of this alive, and I hope that I can entertain you and that we at 100% Electronica, Lindsay and Adam, and all of us really can keep you entertained and happy. And to those of you who say that they look forward to Thursday being the best day of the week, we do too, and that means a lot. So we'll see you on Thursday at 5 p.m. and every week. And also, I will see you this Tuesday at 5 p.m. on the Neo Gaia Virtual Desktop Experience stream right here on this very YouTube or Twitch channel at 5 p.m. Tuesday. That's if you're a diehard George Clantoner but don't really care about anything else that we're doing, check that one out, and you might be pleasantly surprised to find some of your new favorites. But I know that all the real ones out there already know. All right, good night, and thanks again. I love you. I love you so much. Bye-bye.